Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel Brightest Blaze, where you can enjoy delicious, fresh, plant-based, mostly whole food recipes. And this video is what I eat in 2 days. So first off, I start with breakfast. It's cinnamon apples and peanut butter toast. I have rye sourdough here that I bake at home, and then I slice up this apple. Whatever apple you choose will work for this, and you can choose to change from peanut butter to any type of nut butter you enjoy. The other breakfast that I've been enjoying a lot lately is the arugula breakfast salad. So I start with baby arugula leaves, and in the bowl directly I season it with the dressing. So I add salt. Here you see me using white pepper. You can use white or black pepper. And then olive oil and lemon juice. And then here you can do nutritional yeast, or if you want to, you can do finely grated cheese, like a sharp cheese. And that's what I would add to the salad. Then you see me taking out gloves here because the pepper and lemon can irritate your skin if you have sensitive skin. So I massage all the seasonings in, and then I start preparing the toppings. I really love red onion with the salad. And if red onion's a little strong for you, it's not for me. But if it is for you, you can try soaking it in cold water for a few minutes before topping your salad with it. I also enjoy cucumber, tomato. Really, you can't go wrong with what you top with this, but my favorite combination is red onion, cucumber, tomato, and avocado. Okay, so after adding my avocado, this is where I really beef up the salad. You can do whatever you want at this point. I add 2 boiled eggs to the top, and one of my sourdough discard bagels, whole wheat, as a side. And so that just really completes and rounds out the meals, adds proteins, adds carbs, and it's a really delicious choice. I love this breakfast. Chaser, you turn me on, groove is your true nature, and it never gets hot enough for you. You've been enchanting this heart of mine for the longest time. Slow dancer, you stun me up with all your romancing, and it's making me weak like no one else, like there's no one else in the world. I'm under your spray, baby. This is our time. The dance floor is jumping. Next, a couple dinner recipes. So this day I made spinach lentil curry because I had spinach and I needed to use it. So first you see me tossing some red lentils in a pot and letting it heat up and boil. I'm adding tomato paste, miso, and this time I seasoned this pretty lightly on the salt simply because it's going in a curry with a bunch of other things. So I let the miso be the main salt here. I like using red lentils for a curry like this because when you cook them, like the structure of the lentil kind of softens up and like blends into whatever sauce you put it in. Oh, I also added ginger to this pot, and I let this go until the lentil loses shape. And that's going in the background while I do the other parts of this meal. I need you every day. You'll get weary of my touch. That's how much I'm gonna tell you. Okay, next I prep the tofu. So for any tofu that I'm adding to a sauce, I like to make sure that I can get a good crisp on it so it doesn't get lost texture-wise in any sauce I'm doing. So I do that a couple of ways. In this video, you can see I'm adding lots of salt and I top that off with water. Letting it soak in salt water actually helps it crisp up faster and better when in the saucepan or in the frying pan. So next you see me dicing up a bunch of red onion for aromatics. I just really love red onion. So I always add excess red onion in my recipes. If it's not your favorite, leave it out, or, use a half serving size instead of the full serving size you see me doing here. You'll get tired of my lips, that's how much they want to kiss you. And lucky till I die, day. You're the only one I need. After chopping up all my aromatics, toss them in a pan, let them soften, wait until the onion's a little translucent, add in the tofu, and season. I season here with my curry, plenty of curry powder, and a spoonful of mustard powder. And then I start on the spinach sauce. So this is cashew cream, salt, and spinach blending in the blender. And then I brown the aromatics. Once they are browned, I add the fully cooked lentils into that pot and let it simmer for a while. Then I add the spinach. You want to wait for a while to add the spinach cream because you just want to heat it up so it's like a good eating temperature, but you don't want to cook the spinach cream because then it'll go like a dark green. And the picture for the final plate, you can see it's a little darker green because this is me eating it on another day. I forgot to take a picture of this plate because I used a whole wheat flatbread on this day, and the picture you'll see at the end for this one, I ate it for breakfast another day. So it's pretty flexible and it's full of iron and it's delicious. I'm gonna tell you that. So for my last spring dinner recipe in this video, I made a whole wheat pasta from scratch. So you can find all the recipes for this on my blog with instructions, but you can see me here. I rolled out my pasta dough. I'm adding in my filling. It's made from like a miso seasoned tofu that's been blended, and I basically press the top and the bottom pasta dough together and cut with about 1/4 of an inch of space around the seal. So that's the best way to make sure that your ravioli stays shut. Because if not, if you cut too close to the seal, it will open up in the water. That happened to me before. Yeah. Making ravioli can be a messy and wasteful process if you're not a little more conservative in your use of your dough. You don't need to sweat about it. You can just roll the rest of your leftover dough together, roll it back out. You can do this process with the rolling pin too. I've done it before. I just have a machine for it now. So you want it to be about 2 millimeters or like less or around 1/8 of an inch thick. And then you just continue the process, fold over, seal, cut with 1/4 of an inch room around the seal. Okay, so finally you want to gently place your ravioli into boiling water that's been salted. This cooks very quickly because it's fresh pasta. So you see all of these are floating to the bottom when they first drop in the pot. They'll be ready in 2 to 3 minutes when it's floating. And it would be easier to see in a bigger pot, but yeah, they start floating towards the end, and that's how I know it's ready. It shouldn't take longer than 2 to 3 minutes, but if it does, that means you didn't wait for the water to boil. Okay, and finally you can see here I do a bright green fresh arugula sauce for this. The sauce is using the rest of the filling of the tofu nutritional yeasty miso-y filling. I just added water, arugula, and minced garlic and blended until it was more pasta sauce consistency. So here I'm placing about 5 ravioli. That's my recommended serving size because that's about half of a cup of whole wheat flour. So you can portion this how you choose. I portioned it into 2 portions and just refrigerated the other half. It keeps in the fridge. And here I'm topping with my fresh garnishes, black pepper, and enjoy. I really enjoyed this pasta. I was craving a ravioli. And since I try to eat more plant-based and vegan at home especially, this really hit the spot. It was perfect.